Neha Dhupia was recently seen playing a pregnant cop in a movie, A Thursday. Dhupia was actually pregnant while filming this movie. It's not a sight that is commonly seen in Indian movies. WION caught up with the star to find out what her experience was like while filming the thriller, among a host of other things, of course. Listen into this conversation.
It's just about compartmentalizing. I'm a mom and then I'm an actor. So, for me, like to be able to do what I'm supposed to do in that part, in fact, it's made me far more efficient because I just feel that because every time I'm with my kids, I want to be with them 100%. And then I want to be able to go to work without this huge amount, which is like, which is this mountain of nothingness, but everything called mom guilt that every mom carries. So, it's about transporting myself without that mountain to go to work every day. So I'm just like, I'm going to be 100% with my kids. Because also as a mom, I want to be. And then I want to be able to work and then be super efficient at work and get all things done. It's just way too, there's just too much because it was my second pregnancy. Maybe the reason why I decided to do that would be different if it was my first pregnancy. In your first pregnancy, you're always operating on extreme amount of caution. Not to say in the second one, you're not operating on caution, but you know what the beats are. The other thing that I was well aware was that it doesn't get easier when you get pregnant or you announce your pregnancy or you turn around and people behind closed doors, or you announce it on Instagram or you take to social media and say you're going to become a mom. Your options, in my case, let me speak for myself, in any case, are limited. And then, they become even lesser when you turn around and say that, hey, you're going to become a mom, you're going to get pregnant. I understand that we're a business that we're judged on to a great extent on our physicality. This is one of the most important kind of landmark things to have happened to me in my life. And my children being, the most important. When I was crowned, that was the most important. And now my children being the most important. And I was like, I have to make them a part of it. I have to make my parents a part of it. I have to make my husband a part of it. I have to make my children a part of it. Because, my daughter's also obsessively going through a phase of unicorns and tiaras. So for her, it was just like, I just want this tiara, although it was big enough to fit her waist. But, like she was putting it like a belt around. I'm like, no, must done too much to earn that. And then, initially. And then we went and we took out the crown literally after 20 years. My mom had packed it away and we saw it and it was still glistening and it was beautiful and it still is. And it gets back, it's gotten put back into a peti and it's nice. All of it is nice. Oh yeah, it's evolved in a big way. The girls are extremely prepared. We had no clue about what was going on. We knew what was going on, but we had no clue about there was no social media and there was no about for me, my swimsuit round when I went for the first time to earlier we had all that and it was just it was very athletic and there was no there was no fufa around it. But then of course the show became big. And I still remember during my time, the show was really big because a lot of it was sort of live audience and now it's more camera and then, it's then televised. So it becomes a different kind of audience. But that's one side of it. I've also been a mentor for these girls for almost 6 years now. And I think a large part of it lies in the definition of beauty changing. So beauty standards have changed over the years. So, they're doctors and they're surgeons and they're lawyers and they're out to make sure that the world notices them and they're out to get the world literally. So I feel like beauty and charm and purpose in its entirety and its definition has changed in a big way when it comes to beauty pageants as well. The world has become the size of a dot. Cinema should be smaller than that, and everybody should be working with everyone. And the world has become so interracial. So why not storytelling? And it's great. And I think I'm very excited to watch Dhanush's new film. And look at me, not calling it the new Russo brothers film, calling it Dhanush's film. So it's great. Like, look at us. I mean, you know, big ups. And everyone should get that chance. And everyone should get the opportunity to work with whoever they want. And if they don't, then work harder towards it. And still, if you don't, it's fine. You can succumb for your next best choice.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.